Jay-Z's 60. How are you talking about his fashion sense at 60? Let me tell you this. Jay-Z is the Israel of he's the Israel of hip hop. You see all of the there's a clown show of just protect him, and I told you this was gonna be the dick sucking year of Jay-Z. I told you. It's the 30th anniversary of Reasonable Doubt. 30th anniversary. I'm well aware of that. I told you this before it got announced. They're gonna make a big spectacle. They're gonna be like, why don't we appreciate him? He's gonna come out to top every fucking list. Aren't we seeing it in real time? They're gonna, Kendrick is like damn near, he's baby Jay-Z, except I don't know if he has the business capacity to make that next leap, but this is a year you're gonna hear all type of things. They're just gonna give Jay-Z awards just to give him awards. He's the oldest rapper that could spit like triple entendres with dreads. They're gonna make up anything. You see them doing it with Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar is the best rapper under 6 foot. Huh? Kendrick Lamar is the best vocalist that could run a sub 5 mile. What are we talking about? He's 60. How are you talking about his fashion sense at 60? We got to cut it out. Jay-Z's 60. We don't expect him to be a fashion icon. Anyone below the age of 30 looks at Jay-Z remotely close to how people look at him over the age of 40. They just look at him as he was a good rapper. That's it. This idea of him being a GOAT, I don't think younger folks look at him like that. I think it's kind of like the conversation, except I don't believe that Jay ever really got immortalized like how Michael Jordan got immortalized as number one. Because Jay-Z isn't the standard that we compare musicians to. There is no standard. There is no Kareem Abdul-Jabbar of rap. There is no Michael Jordan of rap. Now, and I'm talking about rapper-esque, I believe who's more immortalized as an artist and embodying hip-hop, where people could say there's a standard. I think Pac, in an artist perspective, is that. Where people, it's constantly, he's a barometer of a certain type of embodiment of hip hop where people be like, yo, this moving like he's Pac. I've never seen them say you're moving like Jay-Z. What the fuck does that mean? Think about it. That's what it means. Yo, he's trying to be like Mike. That's the standard. The standard is Mike. Yo, be like Mike. It's actually a fucking movie. It's a fucking phrase. Right? Is it a movie? I might be tripping on that. But that was a profound phrase. Be like Mike. Mike, the standard. Everybody should try to adopt to the standard. Right? When it comes to hip hop, I've never heard be like Jay. Ever. Never in life.
Yo, so we back in here for another edition of F-ya-Motha, and I say this once and I say it again. No Jay-Z slander will be tolerated. You stupid dummies don't know music. Now, he said a lot of nothing. I'm going to try to tackle most of what he said because a lot of this shit I zoned out. One, Jay-Z is the standard when it comes to bars. When it comes to appeal, when it comes to lyricism, when it comes to sales and albums. It's the only nigga that sold 14 consecutive platinum records. Now, whether it was payola or not, that's inconsequential. That ain't my business, and we ain't got no proof. That's one. Two, this nigga said there's no standard. Jay-Z isn't the standard. If Jay-Z isn't the standard on good rhymes, good beats, sellable, marketable albums, and actually just mainstay appeal for 15 plus years, I don't know who the fuck is. Right? Not even LL Cool J. I think LL Cool J had about a good 15-year run from 87 to about 2000 and I'll say 2000 and was, I don't know what the fuck 15 plus 87 is. About 2000 and about 2002. Yeah, that'd be right. LL started the dud up around 2002. He started doing the movies. He did the Deep Blue Sea. The what other movie did he do? Did he In Too Deep? Think he was in Halloween with Busta Rhymes. I don't know. Who gives a fuck? He did TV shows. Yeah, Jay-Z has more appeal and hasn't even done movies yet or TV at all, except that appearance in State Property. But he said there's no Kareem Abdul-Jabbar of rap. I would argue that would be Big Daddy Kane. What the fuck are we talking about here? Big Daddy Kane is the 80s Jay-Z, the precursor to. Just like Kareem Abdul was the precursor to, I won't say Magic. You know what? I'll even say Magic because I think Kareem Abdul-Jabbar played from the early 70s to about the early 80s. So I would argue that Big Daddy Kane is the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. The fuck is this dude talking about? You see, this is where I got a problem. And he's not even that much younger than me. I think Akademiks is like, what, 36? I got him by 7 years, and he's a jackass. He's one of these, and why he probably doesn't identify as being an unk, my nigga, let me just hip you to something. You an unk. You in my age range, 34 to 45, you dickhead. So while you trying to identify with these younger motherfuckers with music, bro, that's not even your ballpark. I think the ballpark of you might be the big three while you're trying to bullshit. And if I'm not mistaken, the big three came out when I was like, what, 29? So what the fuck are we saying? Like, you're in the same arena as me when it comes to music. And then he goes on to say that 30-year-olds look at Jay-Z like 40-year-olds. That's not actually true. Anybody that listens to hip-hop that knows Jay-Z's body of work, like a 30 or 40-year-old looks at Jay-Z like he is the standard. And if I'm not mistaken, circa 2015, wasn't everybody on his dick trying to get a Jay-Z verse? Meek Mills, Rick Ross, French Montana, hell, even Fat Joe came out of retirement in 2016 with the All the Way Up remix with Jay-Z. Sound crazy. I don't know why people, especially people that's from the East Coast, I think he's from New Jersey by way of Jamaica, but I don't know why people, this is why East Coast hip hop can't come back. And 3 reasons. Because if it's not 50 Cent not promoting good East Coast talent, it's Ebro when he was working at Hot 97 not playing East Coast music, and then it's dick suckers like you that ride motherfuckers cock from the South. And then the asterisk, right, honorary 4th reason is because every nigga that come out of New York now want to sound like they from the South. They got no originality. Hell, niggas is gangbangers like niggas from Cali. They got no identity. They want to be everything but the niggas that they are. You don't got niggas from the West Coast trying to be like East Coast niggas. Hell, you don't even got niggas from Detroit trying to be like West Coast niggas. You niggas have lost your identity. And then you got dick suckers like you that's on podcasts, on live, or on Twitch, or whatever you're at, spewing this shit like Jay-Z never was the standard. And you lucky Jay-Z is almost 60. Because if I was Jay-Z, I'd put True Life on your ass. Or a True Life like nigga. Let me give you 100 racks, run up on this big fat drunk ass Hennessy drinking nigga. Cause like, one, you got no respect. And this is what we talk about, people that's from the diaspora, right? Namely Caribbeans and people from Africa. Because you black motherfuckers don't got respect for your elders, which is why you ain't getting shit built in your countries. So you come here with lack of respect, lack of intelligence, lack of ingenuity. Yeah, you might get money as a doctor because you went to school or some shit like that, or become a successful podcaster, which, let's be realistic, you only became a successful podcaster riding the coattails of niggas in Chicago. Had it not been for that, you would be nobody, right? You didn't come here doing a podcast talking about Jamaica. You didn't come here talking about soca music. You didn't come here talking about what's the one music? Is it Eclipso or Eclipso shit? Reggae? You didn't come here talking about dance hall. You didn't come here talking about nothing that had to do with your culture. So the fact that you have a big ass mouth talking about black hip hop culture and how Jay-Z is not the standard, when clearly you're not a hip hop fanatic, you're actually just a rap listener. Nigga only listen to songs that came on the damn MTV or BET or the radio. You never like dug in the crates. You a DJ or what? I ain't see you DJ shit. There's not even videos of you DJing parties when you was in New Jersey. So the fact that you have a big ass mega horn talking about how Jay-Z is like the Israel of rap. I don't even know what the fuck that means. This nigga has conquered sports and entertainment. This nigga's conquered music successfully. You can say what you want about his music. You don't feel it. That's subjective. I love Tupac, but we gonna be realistic here. Tupac is the fucking Bob Marley of hip hop, and that's actually not like criticizing Tupac. The things that they both got in common, them niggas, they was ladies men, and them niggas had ideologies in their music. Ideologies never fed nobody. Yes, it does help the people. It give them mental nourishment and spiritual and social guidance. But let's be realistic here. Tupac didn't conquer economics as it pertains to the industry. They're in an industry to make money. They're in music business. I love Tupac's music. I really do. He's my favorite rapper. We're gonna be realistic here. Even Tupac didn't master like being a good businessman in hip hop. His mom had to sue Death Row just to get his royalties. So to put this man down when he's done so much in the last 30 years. Now, Reasonable Doubt, while it wasn't a like hit record, it's a classic record. It's actually a critically acclaimed record. People that listen to hip hop respect that shit. Now, his Fly Jiggy records and shit that he did, he told you he made jingles to make the cash register jingle. I don't expect anything less. Like I did on my last episode that I did talking about some nigga was Jay-Z ain't the best rapper in hip hop. He covered all grounds: lyricism, delivery, sellability, marketability, mainstay appeal. Something that like you can give me 20 rappers haven't accomplished. I mean, you could argue ODB was on the rise at doing that. Ghostface has had his moments. Tupac did it. But then you're left with who? Maybe DMX? Maybe DMX. Covered all those grounds. But he had a 5-year run. Meanwhile, Jay-Z has had a 30-year run. Now, I ain't gonna front. I didn't really like Holy Grail. I didn't really like Watch the Throne. Mainly because it was Kanye laden, right? Whether it was Holy Grail was produced by Kanye, wasn't into it. I ain't gonna say it was whack. It just wasn't my flavor. Watch the Throne, same shit. Had Kanye West all on it. Whether it was tracks or him spitting. Just wasn't my flavor. I like Kanye West by himself. Who the fuck is rivaling Jay-Z? It ain't Rick Ross. It ain't French Montana. Hell, it's not even Jim Jones trying to make a comeback at 48 years old. None of them niggas from New York. Mobb Deep dudded out. Wu-Tang broke up. DMX is dead. What you got? Like, you could argue that Black Thought and the Roots. And where the fuck they gonna drop a record? We got the fucking internet. They should have been dropped like 3 EPs. Yeah, like, and then you want to go to the West Coast? Who's rivaling Jay-Z? Ice Cube is dope, but he ain't fucking with him. T.I. can spit, but he ain't fucking with Jay-Z. Lil Wayne, I like Lil Wayne's catalog, but he ain't fucking with Jay-Z. Let's be realistic here. There is nobody in the last 30 years by themselves or with a group that can rival Jay-Z's mastery or artistry and mastery of the music called hip-hop. Nobody. Not even females. Not Eve, not Lil Kim, not Foxy Brown, not even underground rappers. They not fucking with him, bro. Nobody got 30 years. And if you want to shave off 10 because he been like in and out of music, we'll do that. No one has a 20-year run. You could argue maybe Eve, but she doing like what? Tours over in fucking Europe. So you got nobody. And none of these new niggas is fucking with Jay-Z's and in sales, longevity, lyricism, none of that shit. The Migos, after Takeoff got killed, it's a rap. They can't even spit. They got style. They lead the league in style, but they ain't saying shit. I love Bone Thugs and Harmony. They're the same way. They're leading the league in style, but style is not a replacement for substance. Jay-Z, while he can rap fast, don't need to. I'm sorry, but the Migos need to rap fast. Bone Thugs and Harmony needed to rap fast. You slow that shit down, none of that shit makes sense. People ain't fucking with it like that on a mass level. Drake is good as a songwriter. I give him that. I like Hotline Bling. I like It Never Was the Same. I like his first Views from the Six. I like his first 3-4 records. But that Scorpion shit was trash. This Iceman shit gonna be garbage. And let's keep it real. Authenticity has never been a Drake's strong suit. So he don't even got that. Don't even get me started on Cole. While that nigga's a good rapper, his heart ain't in it. Kendrick Lamar, I love Kendrick Lamar's music. I can't listen to his fucking voice on a record for more than 30 minutes. Just gonna put that one out there. He's like Lil Wayne. While he got good records and he can rap his ass off, can't listen to that shit. It's after a while. Yeah, I'm not vibing with this. And you niggas just don't confer to older people, right? This is what's wrong with the fucking genre. This is why rappers can't fucking get to the next level of like elder statesmen, because you got younger people that don't admire and respect the shit they did. They don't respect what they did and laid the foreground down, and then want to talk about it. Then they want to freestyle, make a style up like mumble rap. Niggas ain't saying shit. DMX said that shit in 1998. Tired hearing niggas rhyme and don't say shit. None of these people rapping about shit worth of substance. Look at the WAP song. You got Meg Thee Stallion, you got Cardi B talking about they wet ass pussy. Nobody's taking them serious. They don't even take their music serious. It's a parody of what hip hop is about. Sexy Red, same way. The baby had skills, but hey, he said what he said about gay people, so they snatched his fucking promotion and marketing. Who else? I like that nigga T Grizzly, but he's comfortable with playing video games. Who else? Finesse 2 Times could rap his ass off, but he's stuck in a shitty deal and no promotion. Only time you see this nigga rapping is when he on a podcast doing some little, spitting a couple verses. You know what I'm saying? They're not putting money behind these new people because they're fucking trash. And it's not they're trash because they're young. They're trash because they don't respect the elders. They don't confer to the elders. They don't try to draw inspiration from people that created foundational music of substance. That's why R&B sucks. Same reason. R&B sucks for the same damn reason, because nobody's going back and listen to a Tony Braxton record and trying to put together a masterful record. Nobody's going back to listen to Monica and Brandy and hell, you could throw Nivea and Tamia in there. Nobody's going back to listen to something that actually had substance in it and trying to blend their style, try to figure out what they could draw inspiration to make and create something new and newer. Hell, I could at least say at least Chris Brown like took heat to Michael Jackson. Same with Usher. I said, which ain't saying shit because them niggas is pushing 40. So it's still my era. When the fuck have you heard somebody that's 22 that could sing their ass off like Tyrese? When was the last time you heard somebody that was 22 that could sing like fucking Luther Vandross? Could sell like Luther Vandross. Hell, Luther Vandross didn't even like bitches, but he made songs for the women that they love. Same thing with Michael Jackson. Made music the women love. Well, who is the R&B nigga? Who is the rap nigga? You can say what you want to say about the older generation, but LL Cool J and Jay-Z made songs that not only men like, but women like. Who's the rap nigga that even women like? Maybe Drake, but that's because of what he looked like and the money he got. They don't really. If a woman got with Drake, they think he weak. Look at the bitches he been fucking with. He couldn't keep Serena, couldn't keep that Sophia chick that's suing that one football player. He couldn't even keep a porn star locked down, right? She just wanted to bust a baby out so she could milk him, because they know he weak. You ain't never had no chick try to juice Jay-Z because she knew he was weak. That bitch that was fucking with Nas didn't even do that. So like, you niggas is crazy, bro. And I just wish, I wish the powers that be or whoever the fuck gave you a start never gave you that start, because now you're just on Twitter live just spewing stupidness, right? When 10 years ago everybody was vibing and jockeying Jay-Z for a verse. Jim Jones was, Fat Joe was, he succeeded. Rick Ross was, French Montana was. Every new nigga was trying to get a Jay-Z verse. Now 10 years go by and he's almost 60. Now people want to talk shit like they never was like fans of his. That's what's crazy. Like, I know you listen to Jay-Z shit back in the early 2000s. You can miss me with that shit. Put Your Hands Up was a fucking classic and a club banger. Excuse me, miss, I made love to that several times to several women. Ain't nobody bumping. I wasn't bumping DMX. Well, maybe one song, Keep Your Shit the Hardest. But everything else, nobody else was like. When was the last time you like listened to a song that you could bone to and vibe to and smoke to? Jay-Z makes that. Excuse me, miss, Big Pimpin', Put Your Hands Up, the Rock La Familia album, Jigga What, Ain't No Nigga. Like, The guy got classics, and you out here dick sucking the new generation as if you a Gen Z, nigga. You're a millennial. You were born, I want to say you were probably born in 1980 some shit. If you born in 1980 some shit, stop trying to be young and try to ride the coattail all these young motherfuckers that don't know hip hop and don't know good music. That's why your music sucks. And I bet you it's funny that Jay-Z don't even feel the need to defend you. He's probably just, or defend himself. He's sitting back listening to you sound like a fat drunk. In any event, if y'all like this record, or if y'all like this episode, I don't know why I said record, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'm out.
No.